Hey Kings, welcome back to the Augustus Maximus channel. Welcome back to the world of Fallout 4 where we're playing an Enclave mod. The Tale of the Enclave, America Rising, as this beautiful, wonderful person right here, Jack Smack, and we are about to, I guess, receive some new orders from the good general and cleanse the Commonwealth or something like that. I'm sure the orders will be something along those lines, because well, they've consistently been along those lines, either recovering lost military technology or some FEV samples or just clearing out the Brotherhood or something like that. I actually haven't really gotten an order to clear out the Brotherhood yet, but I think we should be receiving some orders, at least something along those lines, quite soon, because, well, here we go.
Good to see you. We've got new orders from the General. With our increase in numbers, he wants us to start deploying patrols on the mainland. That said, before we begin the deployment, we'll need to secure another facility to be used as a staging area. North Boston Police Department would be ideal. However, Brotherhood of Steel forces have occupied it. It's our job to clear them out. I'll gather some troops and meet you out, near the station when you're ready.
I was about to say we're surely going to receive some orders to clear out the Brotherhood, because we've just had a pretty nasty encounter with them last time. But hopefully a majority of that stuff will be resolved here pretty soon, because, well... Oh, here we go again.
You could do a favor for me.
What do you need?
While you travel, you'll likely come across some technical documents. If you could bring me them, I'd appreciate it. The folk out there use bottle caps as currency, do they not? I could give you 25 for each document you bring me.
I found some technical documents for you.
Wonderful, thank you very much. Here's what I owe you.
Actually, I'll be back later.
All right.
Yeah, these people sure like interrupting me, but onwards we go, up to clear that facility and maybe find some technical documents. This is obviously just, well, sort of, not necessarily stolen. It's like sort of it makes sense that, you know, the Enclave would have a very similar attitude towards technical documents from before the Great War, similarly to how the Brotherhood has you collecting these documents, because, well, for the Brotherhood it's about retrieving technology, for the Enclave it's actually about, well, possibly retrieving the stuff they actually legitimately de jure own. Not quite de facto yet, but we are working on that. We're working on that, yeah, because we're supposed to, well, dismantle or capture some facilities or something along those lines, but then do it this quest line, and that's actually quite interesting. I wish some of the Brotherhood, more Brotherhood quests, for example, did like these capturing of various facilities, which could be useful for you. That would actually be an interesting quest line, and slowly but surely recapturing the wasteland, that would actually be kind of cool. Even in Fallout New Vegas, that would have been actually quite a good quest line, for example, if you wanted to like reopen, but in a more militaristic fashion. Instead of making peace with the NCR, if you went with Hardrin, you could, for example, do some military options and recapture various facilities. That would have been interesting. Oh, looking at a landmine. That's a lot of explosions, though. That's quite a complicated system of making someone just blow up. Now that's nice. Those are some crafty raiders, and I think this is actually, yep, that's the Brotherhood facility. Okay, that's the facility we're supposed to capture, but we're supposed to meet up before then. So so here we go, I guess.
Sergeant?
We're in position. Are you ready?
Take no prisoners.
Yes, sir.
Let's get started.
Oh crap, okay, here we go. Oh no. Now that was really unfair. That was really unfair by the Brotherhood, and yeah, that wasn't really nice of them, just to sneak up on me like that. Luckily we just completely just smashed him to the ground, but that was quite a sneak attack. Not even a sneak attack, it's just like he just sprinted over in his power armor and completely just took me by surprise while I was talking to my yeah, I suppose he's my commanding officer, so that's not necessarily all too nice of him. But I will pick up some of this stuff that they've let. Okay, good work, soldier. You're clearly doing your duty for the Enclave, for America. Truly. Okay, now that's actually kind of strange, but he's truly a very I don't know, dedicated soldier. He's a dedicated trooper, dedicated Enclave trooper, clearly doing his best. He's doing his best in the name of the Enclave. Yeah, definitely. That's what's going on here. Nothing iffy at all. I don't know. He didn't even give him a name, so I could make some jokes about him. But no, it's just a dedicated Enclave trooper trying to maybe filter the air. Yes, he's trying to filter the air out of possible radiation or something like that. But just gonna clear this facility out, which is basically just I don't know, a police department or something. So you can actually, I suppose it's a facility. It's more of a headquarters than like what they made it sound initially like as, which was, you know, just another facility, which could have been really anything. That could have been another science lab or something, military base. This is just a police headquarters, really. Yeah, even the minimap says so. But it's just, I don't know, kind of running low on like useful items here. If I don't want to just abuse a lot of stem packs, but yeah, okay, whatever. I guess a few rads are relatively fine. Nothing that terrible, but these Brotherhood fellows actually do pack quite a punch. Those laser rifles do quite a number on me, because the modded armor that I'm using is actually just heavy armor, and technically not power armor. While I do have a lot of resistances, they do a little bit of damage to me. So we'll well, that's a lot of ammo actually. Yeah, that's nice. That's gonna be nice. That's going in the old equipment base. So yeah. Oh, technical documents. Nice, I guess. You know, the game gives us a mission to find technical documents. It's kind of nice that they just give us the technical documents right in the next mission. It sort of makes sense, but this isn't necessarily like a police station would have a lot of technical documents. That doesn't necessarily seem like it would be that, I don't know, logical or anything like that. Let's just chug down a whole bunch of water and let's get ready. That's how you that's how you successfully I don't know, heal gun wounds, or I suppose these are like laser wounds or something. Maybe it just works differently, but I suppose that was all of them. So let's just pick up some of this loot. Yeah, and technical oh, there we go, more technical documents. That's exactly what we need for 25 caps, which isn't actually a lot. What I would actually appreciate it a little bit more is maybe XP, like you read the documents, or maybe the doctor or whoever gives you, like, I don't know, some secret knowledge within those technical documents. There we go, more technical documents, more technical documents, all the technical documents I need. And I think we're just about done here, because, yeah, the floor is glitching. It's time to leave. Report back to the general, definitely. Let's get back to it, because, well, the good general's waiting, and we don't want to keep him waiting, that's for sure. Hopefully the next mission or something will be a little bit longer and a little bit more like lore-based, because all we've been doing is just clearing out facilities. Here we go.
You're back. Peterson just radioed in. Good to hear the operation was a success. Dr. Kane was just about to update us on our progress with the FEV. Doctor, if you will.
The sample recovered at the old facility was badly degraded, but I've managed to stabilize it somewhat. Producing it en masse from its current form will be problematic, though. I still need to refine it further. As far as functionality goes, however, it's ready and performs as expected. I have a demonstration ready for you in the lab.
Good work. We'll head down after we conclude the meeting. Quartermaster, how are our equipment stocks looking?
Better each week, sir. The facility's been successfully retooled and is producing the equipment we need. Raw materials may become a concern, though.
As we grow our presence in the Commonwealth, we should be able to requisition more resources to sustain our operation. Well, that covers the matters at hand. Now, Doctor, let's see this demonstration you have prepared for us.
Of course. Please follow me.
Okay, so I guess we are doing what the Enclave usually does, which is use, well, FEV and chemicals and stuff like that to do a little bit of purging when it comes to the wasteland. But ultimately, like, it's been said over and over and over again how this is a terrible thing to do and everything like that, and the only thing I'm sort of reminded of, or most usually reminded of when I hear, you know, the Enclave trying to reclaim the the mainland or something like that of the United States, I'm always reminded of Justinian trying to reclaim the Roman Empire. Now, obviously, it's not quite as it's not quite the same, because obviously Justinian didn't try to, I don't know, gas the population of the former Roman provinces he was reconquering. But it's not like this sort of attitude of the Enclave. Oh, here we go. Yeah, 2 test subjects. I can already see that. So, I suppose this is where we're supposed to wait for them. Not entirely sure. Does she have anything to say? No, she doesn't. Okay, wonderful stuff there. But I suppose they're gonna be coming up shortly or something. But yeah, so it's not like the Enclave's mission and their way of doing things doesn't have a very strong historical precedent. It's just that their way of going about these things is a little bit, yeah, here we go. It's a little bit, well, it's Fallout, you know, so they're going about it in their own way. It's not like it doesn't have historical precedence, and it's not actually that terrible as the... Actually, it is kind of terrible, but we'll see what the doctor has ready for us.
What is this?
Dispense the FEV.
Yes, Doctor.
Excellent. It's working just as intended. The FEV now reacts to irradiated tissue, be it mutated horror or human, and destroys it. While, as you can see, the other subject is unharmed, meaning they are still healthy enough to rebuild our country. Maybe even enlist.
Very impressive. Good work, Doctor. You've been very quiet so far. What do you think of all this?
This is a good start.
Agreed. And it won't be long before this can be used on a larger scale.
Sir! 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 We're under attack. The Brotherhood of Steel's found us.
What? Scramble a defense. Everyone, topside, now!
Well, the Brotherhood is actually attacking. Okay. Yeah, this is something, actually. This is quite a good event following, you know, I suppose it was sort of a slower moment in the story, so they had had to have some sort of action. It is Fallout 4 after all. It's not like it's like trying to be anything else than Fallout 4, but this is actually kind of a cool event. You know, you get attacked, actually invaded by the Brotherhood. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. Not entirely sure how the Brotherhood would have even found out about this place, but I suppose they do have their ways. They are quite advanced when it comes to technology, so there we go. This is like full-on warfare. This is actually kind of cool, and I'm kind of sad that vanilla Fallout 4 didn't actually have any of this, but you know, this is a nice event. Yeah, it's just generic Brotherhood, you know, guys, but whatever. Back to the topic at hand. It's actually kind of interesting that they do this sort of showcase and of you know, eradicating basically ghouls. They didn't specify to what degree those people would be like mutated, that's the word. Like, didn't specify to what degree a person would have to be mutated to before he would be, let's say, purged by that, the FEV sample or whatever the good doctor was showing us. So there might be a few semi-regular humans somewhere in there, but if basically the Brotherhood test is anything to go by, there aren't actually that many, like, mutants, so to say, running around the Commonwealth, because there's actually quite a lot of Brotherhood members, and the Brotherhood doesn't necessarily take on irradiated individuals. So maybe it's actually not that strict, as we saw someone who clearly looked like just a regular old wastelander survive that. So it's probably actually sort of a more mild version of the storyline, or of the device that was supposed to be used by the Enclave within the Fallout 2 storyline, which is actually quite interesting. It's quite cute that they sort of mellowed it down, and it actually does mean that the historical precedence is even stronger, because we're gonna reconquer not only the United States, like Justinian tried to reconquer Rome, but we are also going to sort of leave a pretty substantial amount of regular humans behind that aren't going to just, I know, tear us to shreds because they're ghouls. And, you know, do you honestly want ghouls? And do you honestly want ghouls living in your reconquered Rome? Do you want someone like that, you know, in Rome. No, we don't want someone like that in Rome. Neither would the Enclave want someone like that, or something like that, more rather, within the reconquered United States. So I think it's yeah, I think it's not like the Enclave and their actions don't have a historical precedence. Clearly, the Enclave is just Justinian. Okay, maybe not entirely. Let's just take Lone Wonder, I think, because we're traveling alone. Yeah, let's go. So, although being a member of the Enclave and Lone Wonder, that's not exactly the same. Whatever. It's not like, you know, it's not like it matters. Just increase stats, because this character isn't overpowered enough anyway. So, there we go. It's quite interesting that the mod developers maybe mellowed it down, maybe not. It's sort of 50-50, I think, whether it's... They don't, you know, like, specify, and we aren't supposed to be, like, a lead scientist. We don't actually get all the data. Maybe if we got access to some of those technical documents, that would have been interesting. But obviously, it's not within the... I mean, these people, there's an absolute fucking war. There's a war going on, and those engineers are just like, yeah, whatever, who cares? But okay, that's that. It's interesting. So obviously we're not engineers. We don't know about all this stuff. It's yeah, it's just what it is. I guess, you know, for a mod developer, you couldn't have asked for much more, and I think that's actually great. The amount of stuff that's in this mod is actually so amazing compared to vanilla, that where, you know, the Enclave isn't even there, or nothing of the sort even makes an appearance within Fallout 4. I suppose the Brotherhood in Fallout 4 sort of replaces the Enclave, but it's so cringe. Like, if you wanted to go full on Brotherhood Enclave mix, you should have gone full-on Brotherhood Enclave mix, because, you know, the amount of Enclave, I don't know, gameplay within Fallout 4 is cringe because there is none. But here we go.
We don't have time to waste. Peterson's returned with some important information. Meet us in the war room.
Squad
All right,
Echo, be
Peterson,
advised
what have you
multiple
got for us?
hostiles have been sighted
Going
in
over
your
the
area.
information we found at the
Proceed
police
with
station,
caution.
it seems like the Brotherhood have found an active missile site. It's Site Gamma. Fortunately, it was never equipped with nuclear-capable missiles, but it's equipped with missiles nonetheless. It seems like they were hoping to capture the oil rig intact if possible, but if that failed, they'd strike us with that missile.
We cannot allow that to happen. We've come too far. We need to deploy an effective and decisive counterattack. Now! Peterson, we'll need you to ready the troops and the vertibirds.
Yes, sir.
As for you, you've been invaluable to us, and we need your expertise now more than ever. If I remember correctly, Site Gamma was protected by 2 anti-air sites. We'll need you to disable them before we can begin the attack. You'll be on your own for that. Sending in more vertibirds will be too risky. After you've disabled both sites, contact us. The second anti-air site should have a comms terminal. Once you've contacted us, we'll commence the full attack.
Squad
One
Delta,
last thing.
proceed to rendezvous.
We've prepared a suit of Enclave power armor for you. You'll find it in the security room. Good luck, soldier.
And I think that's actually going to be the last mission in this, within this mod campaign, or whatever you want to call it. So that's going to be definitely exciting. The Brotherhood assaulted us, and we're gonna attack them in return. So thanks, Kings, for watching, and see you next time.